Now Iowa saves a timeout.
Allen, a low boot. Desmond King's going to have a chance from the 41. And the Thorpe Award winner battles up near midfield. Here comes a flag. They wanted a face mask. I think now finally the flag is thrown. I didn't see it. It was caught up in traffic along the near sideline.
It's a face mask.
This is going to really move the ball into position.
Personal foul, face mask. Number 9 on the kicking team. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
They got Mike McCray in what is a huge call.
Mike McCray hustling downfield, trying to make a play, trying to contain King.
He just got his hand across the face mask. It wasn't much. To earn the personal foul. Harbaugh can't believe it.
Again, I refer to Dave Kataya, who knows this better than Dave, I always thought you had to grab onto that face mask. It looked like he just kind of put his hand went across it.
That's what it looked like. You have to grab, twist, turn, etc. I can't tell if he has his fingers inside, but it looks like what you're saying is correct.
Well, that puts the ball right at what our spotter Mike Block indicates is the outer range of Versonis, the long-range field goal kicker.
Jim Harbaugh jumping in there to call a quick timeout.
Remember how Beathard has struggled now in the second half. Just one completion and one interception. Can they get the running game? Can they get it to more makeable field goal range? As we take another look at this call. Remember, it was a Michigan drive earlier that was prolonged by a roughing the center call, and now this kind of a phantom face mask.
Just grabs the side of it. Well, I don't know. I don't see it personally.
Yeah, he definitely had his hand up there, but did he grab it? I don't think so.
I think he got the side, looked like the side of the face mask, but I didn't see him actually, as Dave said, grab a hold of it. But
that's Keith Duncan. They actually have 2 field goal options. Duncan, the freshman, is the accurate short-range kicker. They'd have to get inside the 40 to make him comfortable as he warms up on the bike. And we saw Racines, the long-range field goal kicker, earlier. Dave, did you have one final thought on that penalty?
Just remember that foul is not only grabbing the face mask, it's the face mask or any helmet opening. Okay, so you can't really tell if it's in the ear hole or anything like that.
Okay. You're going to get a healthy dose, you would expect, of Wadley here, Akram Wadley. Especially they've had success getting him on the edge.
Beathard retreats. It's a screen. It is Wadley. And he stutter steps down to the 25-yard line, and Iowa is in field goal range right now.
A great call on 1st and 10 by Greg Davis. Greg Davis has been scrutinized heavily here in Iowa City for the way this season has gone for this offense, especially last week against Penn State. He has been on point against this defense tonight with some calls. Gutsy call there, considering how tough it is to throw the ball on 1st and 10, breaking a tendency there by getting the ball to Wadley through the air.
Iowa still with 1 timeout. A minute 16 to work with. Wadley escapes in the backfield, almost dropped for a loss, able to battle for 3.
Wow. Boy, Maurice Hurst shot off the line of scrimmage, almost, as you said before, the handoff almost got to C.J. Beathard. He was fortunate to get the ball off.
We came on the air, Kirk, with a game 31 years ago between number 1 and number 2. Michigan scored the game's only touchdown, but Iowa won at 12-10 on a walk-off field goal by Rob Houtland. We're working our way toward a similar storyline tonight, 31 years later. Wadley. Nothing there. Clock moving now at 35 seconds. Will they still keep the timeout?
I think he's going to hold on to that, set up their field goal. They actually, Michigan's going to call the timeout.
Interesting. So it'll be 3rd and 7. A drizzly night, much worse weather than we had tonight. Harbaugh brings the team out. Hayden Fry, their team marched down the field. They had Ronnie Harmon on that team and Rob Holton with those giant shoulder pads. He went 4 or 5 kicking field goals, including the walk-off. The stands were vibrating as the fans were jumping up and down. Harbaugh, of course, back here as a coach for the first time. Similar feel to this one, Kirk, and look at this. If Michigan falls tonight, 2, 3, and 4 in the same day in the regular season,
got to go back to that day.
Oklahoma lost, Arkansas lost. Eventually the Sooners would get back to win the national title that year.
Amazing. Iowa still has that one timeout.
What about Michigan spending one on defense there? Interesting.
Well, it's a big third down. Maybe they just want to make sure everybody is on the same page for what they think Iowa might come up with here. Got to believe they're going to run the football preferably to the left here to try to get it in the center of the field and then use that last timeout.
And Beathard's in the shotgun. He's got Daniels to his right. Quarterback just takes off. C.J. Beathard dives for a first down at the 15, and they are in excellent position now for a game-winning field goal. Very few design runs for this quarterback.
It was a great job of Beathard coming. He's athletic enough to make that play on a quarterback draw. The Michigan defense opened up there. Now you just work the clock down. Not only do you pick up the first down, he's close to the middle of the field. And now they're just going to line it up for this last-second field goal.
Barron standing next to the official. I cannot believe we're going to have perhaps a finish like we had here back in 1985 when Harbaugh was the quarterback. Here is Keith Duncan, a freshman, a walk-on who's been very, very accurate. Doesn't have great distance. That's why we saw Racines come in earlier. Made it earlier from 25. And the guy who was in high school a year ago steps out there with a chance to live every kicker's dream.
That's what it's all about. This is why you work on those fields away from the team hours and hours and hours to hope for an opportunity like this.
Weddington, North Carolina, a long way from Big Ten country.
Got to believe Jim Harbaugh may freeze him here with that last time out.
Keith Duncan for a walk-off winner from 33 yards.
He's moving down. Timeout.
And he will, as you suggested, give the young fella a little more time to think about it.
Don't forget what's at stake here. Not only for Iowa trying to have a big moment, but for Michigan, for Penn State, for Ohio State. If you're
happy in Happy Valley, this goes through.
If you're a Penn State fan, you're cheering like crazy for this field goal to be good and for Iowa to upset Michigan. And if you're an Ohio State fan, you're cheering like crazy for him to miss this field goal and for Michigan to win the game.
Remember how good Michigan has been at getting their hands on kicks. UCF, it was a PAT, it was a field goal. We know what they've done against punts. Nothing's been automatic here. Harbaugh can't ice him again. Keith Duncan, true freshman from North Carolina, from 33 yards and a walk-off winner. Right through, and the Hawkeyes have stunned the Wolverines. Michigan unbeaten no more. Respect between King and Peppers there, with the Wolverines challenged on the road for the first time. Don't pass the test. And the Hawkeyes, who've been questioned and criticized, very few of these folks mobbing the team believe this would happen tonight, Kirk. What a scene.
Not after last Saturday. This is a heck of a moment for Kirk Ferentz and for this Iowa football team.
Ferentz is somewhere in that mob with Sam Potter. We'll try to see if she can hear us. Sam, are you there?
Well, Coach, you put a true freshman out there to win a game of this magnitude. How would you describe your confidence in him?
Yeah, I'm really proud of him and just really proud of our whole team. A week ago we weren't feeling so good about this time of night, so the guys really did a great job, hung tough, and just played hard today.
Coach, you've been doing this for a long time, and you described what it was like last week and wanting to see how your team would respond. So what can you say about the way they responded out here?
just really proud of him. I'm so happy for him. You know, last week we just got kicked right in the teeth, and that's not much fun. Been through it, done it, all that stuff, but yeah, the guys got off the mat. They did a heck of a job all week. Obviously competed tonight.
Coach, what was the locker room like at halftime when obviously you guys had already proven you could hang with these guys?
Well, we knew we were in a game, and I think they knew they were in a game, but we also knew there's a lot of football left to be played. It was a heck of a second half.
Coach, we appreciate your time. Congratulations.
Yeah, there was no real defiance. Who knows what he said to his team, but after that embarrassment, unhappy